And now back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic and your host, Bobby Likis.
And welcome back to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. Great program today. I just love to talk about the wintertime and the things that are going on this time of the year. And to that end, we'll take your calls at 888 Car Clinic, and I'll help you solve your car problems. Remember, there are no dumb car questions except the one not asked. Meanwhile, live news from Arlington National Cemetery. Folks, Chevrolet is teaming up with Wreaths Across America, a nonprofit organization dedicated to honoring and remembering military heroes during the holidays, to transport and provide wreaths for fallen service members. Their mission is carried out in part by coordinating wreath-laying ceremonies on the third Saturday in December, that's today, that's now, at Arlington National Cemetery, as well as veterans cemeteries and other locations in all 50 states and beyond. Their goal, it's an ambitious goal, is to lay 1.6 million wreaths this year. On the hotline with me now is Stace Hardway, Chevrolet Field Operations Manager, live from Arlington National Cemetery, reporting on Wreaths Across America. Stacy, thank you. Welcome to Bobby Likis Car Clinic. It's an honor to have you join us.
Bobby, thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor to be here.
I know that you're joining and Car Clinic listeners and viewers this morning from the Arlington National Cemetery. Talk about the ceremony there and all the support required to pull off Wreaths Across America.
Well, it is quite the organization and quite the event that they pulled off today. So started this morning at 5 a.m. We met at a local firehouse in Baltimore where we organized and got the convoy ready to go. The convoy consists of our lead vehicle, which is a military wrapped Camaro, some Tahoes and Suburbans that are wrapped in a Wreaths Across America badging, and then 11 beautiful trailers carrying wreaths to lay at Arlington. And so we arrived at Arlington National Cemetery this morning at 7:45 to a cold day, but it was sunny, and a huge warm welcome by local people coming from all over to help us accomplish the mission, not just at Arlington Cemetery, but all across the country today. It was quite the experience. Beautiful, beautiful day.
We're talking with Stace Hardway, Chevrolet Field Operations Manager, live from the Arlington National Cemetery. Stacy, your team from Chevrolet, and you touched on this, has specifically and specially badged vehicles, and you departed Maine last week en route to Arlington. Describe the journey for us.
Yes, I was actually not able to make the parade, but I spoke to all the drivers who were in the vehicles and some of the tractor-trailer drivers, and they just explained how overwhelming it is to go from Maine to stop at local schools and state houses, and to have people line the streets, waving flags, chanting USA, USA, having young children standing with their families, saluting them as they drive through their town or their city. Was just quite the sight to see.
Is this a new event for you, Stacy?
Well, Chevrolet, we have been sponsoring them for the last 3 years. This is my first time attending Arlington. I've been to the West Point Cemetery in New York for the last 2 years. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to come to Arlington last year due to some family situations, but I'm here this year, and I have to tell you, it was quite moving. Wonderful experience, and I'm real happy that I got to be a part of it this year.
Well, I'm happy that you shared with us here on Car Clinic the information, and hats off to General Motors and specifically the Chevrolet division, and to you for working your Saturday and trying to bring so many things in. 1.6 million wreaths across America is huge. And how can our Car Clinic listeners and viewers get more information, or perhaps they'd like to volunteer or donate maybe next year? How do they get involved?
Oh, yes, of course. They can go to www.wreaths wreathsacrossamerica.org, and they can make a donation. They can search for volunteer events in their local area. And again, as you've mentioned before, it is all across the country, so this is happening everywhere today.
Right.
And if they weren't able to attend the event today, that's okay. They can still make a donation.
Absolutely. And folks, that's again is wreathsacrossamerica.org. Stacy Hardway, Chevrolet Field Operations. Stacy, thank you so much and I'll let you get back to your event. You bring cold chills to me, and I know to our Car Connect listeners. Thank you so much for joining us today live from the Arlington National Cemetery.
Well, thank you, and to your listeners for allowing me to be on your show and to talk a little bit about this wonderful organization and honoring our fallen soldiers. Thank you.
Thank you again.